here with one of our most successful players of Dominion Online. I'm just going to give you a quick introduction. I'm sure that pretty much everyone knows who you are, but still. So I'm here with VRSmith, who is a multiple times Dominion League champion, has won a couple other tournaments, including 2 years ago, the Dominion Online Championship. And I'm very happy to have you here for our traditional top 8 interview because you are in the top 8 of the DOC of this year. Again, congratulations.
Yeah, thank you. And thanks for having me.
Of course. First of all, we have not spoken in 2 years. Is there anything you'd like to share about things that happened in your life? I know that you graduated from college because last time we spoke you were about to graduate. Is there anything you'd like to share?
That's right. Yeah, I've been working for about a year now. Definitely a big change, but yeah, things seem to be going well. So
nice. So what has the tournament been like for you this year? Last year, you very unexpectedly, I think for many people, did not make top 8. I think you went in the round of 64 or something.
That sounds right.
Yeah, what has the tournament been like for you this year?
Yeah, I think it's been pretty good. I don't know, it's kind of just a matter of finding your spots and getting lucky when you need to. But I feel like it's been a bit of a shorter tournament this year. I think the attendance numbers were down a bit. And so the number of rounds I've had to play, I think was one fewer than in previous years. So yeah, not quite as many matches, but yeah, it's been good so far, I think.
Were there any important or decisive moments or games in particular that stand out to you?
Yeah, I think the one game that, definitely at least the game that I had the most fun in was game 2 of my match against Chad. It was this board with Shepherd setup stuff with Deliver. I felt really behind in the early game because my opponent was player 1, had a better split. But I was able to turn it around, and yeah, it was a really fun board, and kind of gave me a nice confidence boost in that match.
Yeah, I forget to check, but did you have any of those Armageddon 7-game matches? I feel like those are so common this tournament.
Yeah, there certainly have been a lot of them. I don't think any of my matches went to game 7. I know my match against Minion Pawn, we had a game 6 that I was able to win. Yeah, I definitely, in that match, I kind of had the feeling of, I really want to just win this in game 6 because, yeah, really anything can happen in those game 7s.
Yeah. What do you think that is this year, that there are so many, matches that are this close and, across the board, I feel like?
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of strong players in the tournament, and yeah, a lot of close matches.
Yeah, maybe it is because you mentioned that there are fewer players overall this year, but I guess all the strong players are there, so maybe they just meet each other sooner or something. I don't know.
Yeah, it seems about right.
You will be playing Recycle Garbage in your quarterfinal match. What are your thoughts on this? I have checked, I have done my research. You have played each other twice and in league. I don't know about ladder, but you won 7 of those 12 games. What are your thoughts on this match?
Yeah, I mean, I didn't know those exact numbers, but yeah, have played Recycle Garbage a few times in league. Yeah, I mean, they're definitely a strong player. We'll see how the match goes. I mean, I definitely want to be, kind of well concentrated, and, I feel like sometimes with those matches, it's kind of easy to just go on autopilot, especially in the first game.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I don't know. Hopefully it'll go well, but we'll see.
Yeah. I would say, I don't mean to make you uncomfortable, but I would say you have a very good chance at winning. If you don't win, who do you think will win? I sent you a list of people because like you were so quick playing your match and like qualifying for the quarterfinals. Most of the other matches are taking place this weekend, so we don't yet know who all of the quarterfinalists are. But what do you think of like all the players that are left at this point?
Sure. Yeah, I mean, it's definitely a lot of strong players. I think, other than myself, I'd probably name Mick as the person who I think has the best chance at winning. Certainly a very strong player and somebody who's been really consistent for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
I think before the 2020 championship, I don't know, I had like a really bad record against Mick for a while, like hadn't really like won any matches against him, or there were like a bunch of league seasons of like me finishing second, him finishing first. And yeah, I just remember like winning that match against Mick in the 2020 championship is like, wow, I finally won one over on Mick. But so yeah, I mean, certainly somebody you gotta keep an eye out for.
Mm-hmm. Switching gears a little bit, you're taking a little bit of a break from League. Are you planning to return to League soon, or is the break gonna last a little longer?
I'm not totally sure. I feel like some of my championship games, I was like, oh yeah, this is like really fun. Maybe I should like, do more of this and, sign back up for League. We'll see. I mean, I think I'm definitely considering it, definitely thinking about it. Yeah, I mean, it's just kind of like, I had mentioned, like, starting work now, and I certainly haven't had as much free time for Dominion as what I used to, but, yeah.
In general, are there any players that you have not played against yet in any setting that you would like to play against?
Trying to think. I feel like most of the players, at least the ones that have been around for a while and like played in League, I've gotten a chance to play against. Yeah, I'm not sure. I mean, I think there are like a few people left in bracket that I haven't really played much against, but yeah, I mean, we'll see. We'll see. Who moves through the bracket, and yeah.
Yeah. You hang out in A and wait for new people to show up.
Right. Something like that.
Do you spectate other people's matches? And if so, who do you like to watch?
Sometimes. Yeah, I think that's something else that I used to do more than I do now, but I have enjoyed watching a few of the championship matches so far. Yeah, I would say, I think my favorite commentator is probably Akuchi. Just because like I feel like his commentary is always very logical, and he has kind of a very set thought process, which is interesting to watch. Jane Els probably wins on the like entertainment factor though. But yeah, I don't think I don't think either of them are still in bracket, but possibly still doing third-party commentary.
Mm-hmm. So since the last time we spoke, there has been an explosion of Dominion content. And I know that you are a playtester too. 2 years ago, I asked you about allies, and you were like, I can't say anything. But now they're all out, and so I would like to hear your thoughts now on allies and on Plunder and the second editions.
Yeah, I mean, I think that I think a lot of the cards I still don't have like a ton of experience with, but certainly some interesting stuff. Yeah, I feel like the whole loot mechanic, it does kind of reward like a pretty different style of building than I think what we've seen previously. It's kind of engine payload, but it's also It's, I don't know, it's maybe like a little bit similar to something like Black Market, where it allows you to continue building without lowering piles. So yeah, that's interesting. I think like a lot of the like the ally split piles, I think is a really cool mechanic. I do enjoy a number of those cards, but yeah, I don't know. I feel like there's not too many things I have like super strong opinions about. I know some of the new events, like some of them are really strong, like Journey and Deliver. I think most of those events are pretty fun though too. So yeah, I don't know. It always kind of keeps the game fresh and gives you something new to learn about.
I'm sure you have like very strong opinions on Trail because it is the best card ever. What are your thoughts on Trail?
So, you might not like this, but I actually think Trail is like pretty overhyped. Like, I don't know, I just see people like just flooding their decks with Trails, and it's like, even if they're not really accomplishing that much, like, I don't know, it seems like the kind of card that like sometimes it just gives you this dopamine hit, but like isn't actually doing that much. I mean, it definitely has fun boards, and I'm not going to say I dislike the card, but I feel like generally I prefer the kind of card design you see with like something like maybe like Priest or Patron, or I'm thinking also about like Fortress or Village Green, that are kind of, I guess those cards are a bit more similar to Trail, but like where it's like it kind of does something that's like very universally useful, but then like also has tricks, as opposed to Trail, which is just like all about the tricks.
I'm gonna pretend that this all did not just happen, but it is true. It is definitely true that I also like. I'm probably like one of those people who just like gets all the Trails because they're so shiny and so nice, regardless of like whether or not it actually makes sense. But then yeah, it's like totally like you said, like sometimes they're just like so neat and so fun, but it really depends on the kingdom. As with most things in Dominion, I guess. Or like most of the like not super strong or like super centralizing cards. Yeah. So question about the Discord server, the main server. What are your 3 favorite channels? And if you do not think about them as favorite channels, what are the 3 channels that you always check first?
Yeah, I definitely would say Thunder Dominion is up there. Definitely enjoy arguing about the cards and having all the different lists. I feel like this year's like the category thing that we've been doing, I think has been pretty fun. It's kind of, not that there's anything wrong with ranking within the sets, but it's just like we've already done that so many times. I think other than that, Find the Win, I think, is always a fun channel, kind of always in need of, good quality puzzles and whatnot. I kind of, like, for that, I feel like I kind of like the ones that are, like, maybe a little bit more simple, like the kind of thing that would be realistic to find in-game. Whereas, like, yeah, there's definitely been some things that, like, get posted where it's like, yeah, if you have like half an hour to like lab out every possible line, it's like, you can do it, but like not really something you could actually find in game. So yeah, I think those 2, and then maybe for the third one, I go with like card strength. It's definitely some interesting discussions that take place in there.
Okay, and for my last question, I forgot to mention this at the start of the interview, but for people who are wondering why we're not like doing the usual questions like when did you start playing Dominion and stuff like that, we just We had that 3 years ago and then 2 years ago. So there's already a lot of content. So that's why we're going for different questions. Anywho, my last question for you is because 2 years ago you mentioned that you started playing chess. So are you still playing chess? And if so, how is that going?
Yeah, so I kind of got back into at least like IRL chess a few months ago. Kind of went to my first few in-person tournaments post-pandemic. Yeah, it's been fun. I don't know. I feel like it can be a bit frustrating because, I don't know, I feel like I'm not great at, I'm like maybe like 1500 or so and like not really improving.
Wait. You're not, 1500 is not bad, is it?
Oh no, it's not bad. It's like okay, but not like exceptional.
Okay.
Not like your Dominion status. Not
right. Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
And like I don't know. So yeah, it can be like a little bit frustrating to be like kind of plateauing at something and not be like, maybe as good as I would like to be. I don't know. I kind of feel like my brain is generally better at like abstract pattern recognition type stuff as opposed to the like more visualization based type thing that you would that would really help you in chess. But yeah, I mean it's still fun and yeah, I mean the chess club where I live is like really cool, so
that is so cool. Wait, is that the reason why you're not playing Dominion as much?
No, not really. Yeah, I think that's more to do with just like not having as much time after starting work and whatnot. But yeah, it's been fun though.
Cool. Well, thank you so much for taking the time and answering my silly questions. And good luck for the rest of the tournament. Good luck for your quarterfinal match.
Yeah, thank you.
Bye.
Bye.